Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Ellen. If you're new here, I do a plant project series. I do one video a month and it's basically my way of giving you guys something fun and creative to do from home. This is going to be my plant project number 3 and it's going to be to do with different ways that you could display your air plants. Right then guys, so air plants. Now I've been really looking forward to doing this project and I've been thinking of many different fun ways to display them, and I've actually got about 4 different ways that I'm going to show you today. They're quite simple, easy things to do, so it's not going to be a very long video, and then I will just pop in a few photos towards the end of other ones that I've seen on Instagram and things like that I just think are really pretty, and just go that extra mile to just display your air plants and just create almost a feature around the house. Which, yeah, I mean, these air plants are great for just adding a little bit of greenery or a little bit of life to any area of your home, really. Just thought I'd start with a few basic care tips for them, just so that you know how to look after them and you sort of know what you're getting yourself in for if you do end up getting some. Now, air plants are really easy to care for. They need spraying about once a week, and that is your way of watering them. So air plants don't have any roots. As you can see, they're just completely rootless, and they take in their nutrients through their leaves, so they're quite unique to any other plant, because any other plant obviously has to be rooted and that's where they suck up their nutrients. So yeah, that's a really good thing to keep in mind with these. So their leaves are what take in their nutrients, so they do still need sunlight, they do still need water, they do still need fertilizing, you know, to really be able to thrive. And quite a good general rule of thumb is the greener the plant, the more, so yeah, general rule of thumb is that the greener the plant, the less light that it will need. The whiter the plant, the more light it will need. So it's very similar to the plants that we sort of deal with on every day to day, really, within the house. Obviously your more variegated plants are going to need more sunlight, because that's just how it works, really. So the lighter the plant, the more sun it gets. So I tend to water these through spraying. You can also soak them, but it can be a little bit more temperamental and you can get water stuck in some of the crevices and things like that. So I do tend to spray. So all you need to do with that is just get a spray bottle and just give them a really good soak. Any that have got, like this for example, that have got really big pits in the leaves there, I would then leave those upside down to dry before putting them back to wherever you're displaying them. However, there can be things like this one here at the front that's a lot thinner and wispier. Now this one is going to be a little bit more delicate, but that one you can just leave to dry as it is. You could literally just spray it in the position it is and it'll be absolutely fine, because it hasn't got crevices for the water to get stuck. So yeah, that's just a really good thing to keep in mind. This isn't a care tip video, I just thought I'd go through a few bits like that with you. Right, so let's get into it. So I guess I'll start by talking to you about this lovely wooden feature here. So this is another one that I've got, which we're going to be utilising later on. But on this lovely log here, I've just placed a few different air plants around, and it just shows you how easy it can be to make something look really nice. I am actually just going to bring you in closer and yeah, just show you exactly how this works. Just got a mixture of air plants here, some thicker, some curlier, some straighter, some thinner. You know, it really gives you a really good mix of air plants. And all that I've done with these is literally just place them on top. So I don't like sticking them down because I like to be able to take them off to water them. But you can actually glue them into position, just a little tiny bit of glue on the bottom, because it's not going to affect the plant, it's not going to damage it at all. And you can actually hang that on a wall. You can put these in centres of tables as centerpieces. So yeah, that's a really nice idea there. So I'm just going to move that one off to one side. And then I'm just going to actually nick the air plants off a bit to do some other displays in a minute. So we'll just stay there. Like I said, I don't have a lot of air plants, so we are just going to be utilising the same ones and just showing you different ways of displaying them. So coming on to the second way of displaying plants, I'm just going to use this wine glass here. And I'm just going to fill it up with these lovely grey stones here. You know, however many you want really, it's up to you as to what you want them to look like, so however many you feel necessary. Now these stones are really cheap, they're £1.50 from my local B&M, which is sort of like a home store. And then I'm literally just going to dig this plant down to help it stand up, and voila. I don't know how well you can see that. So I've then just got one more wine glass here that I'm just going to do another little feature with. Just move this one off to one side a second. So I'm just going to hold my hand in a cup around the top of this just to sprinkle on a few stones. The stones for this, as much as it will make it look pretty, they also hold the air plants in place, which can be really beneficial. So I'm just going to spread those out slightly, but this is a flat surface, so I obviously don't want them to fall off. And then I'm just going to take one of these little air plants here. There you are. So I'm just going to stick that air plant in the middle there on top. And you know, even just those two together just look so pretty, and they just create such a lovely centerpiece. So then just coming into my third way of displaying them, I've just got this really beautiful shell which I've had for ages. I actually found it on holiday and I brought it back with me from Egypt, I believe. And yeah, she's absolutely stunning. The reds and pinks on it are gorgeous. But I haven't actually found a really good use for it. It's just been sort of sat on the side for decoration. And now I have my air plants, I've decided to use it. So as you can see, when I turn it around, it's got this really nice dip inside. Great, so I've just got these three lovely little air plants at the front here. So I've got my big long tall one, which I'm actually going to sit on its side because it gives off a lovely shape when it's sat at the side like that. I'm then going to put this one's really weird and I think it's quite funky. I really liked the shape of it, so I just thought it was a bit different. That one there is going to sit that way. And then I'm literally just going to sit that on top there to cover up the joints. And as you can see, once again, it's so simple and it just looks absolutely lovely. So this is one that I actually do keep as a permanent fixture, and this actually just sits up in front of my TV. I will insert a clip here of it in its normal situation, but yeah, that's definitely one of my favourite ones. One for space saving, for just adding greenery into a place that, you know, that I can't really put things in front of my TV because normal plants are too high. But yeah, so that's my plant project number 3. And then my final project are going to be these 3 glass jars. Now you can utilise these in 2 different ways. You can either just sit air plants inside of them, like this, and then use them to just put them on display like that, which, you know, do look lovely. It's definitely one way that you can do it. And they can literally just sit on the side, or you can put a bit of string through and they can hang, you know, maybe 3 at different heights hanging, which will look really pretty. And that's quite similar to what we're actually going to do today. So if I just take these out a second. So my plan today is actually to just put a few stones into the base of them, because I just like the way that the stones look. I'm using grey stones today, but you can get loads of different colours. I tend to use white ones for things like succulent trays and things, because I just really love the way that the green stands out against the white. Or you could use a mixture of the both, or black, or... Lovely. So, perfect, so there we are. And then all I'm going to do, I'm just going to take one of them and just place it in the middle like that. Takes a little bit of playing around to obviously get them exactly how you want them to sit, because you do want them to sit upright, you don't want them to be off on a slant or a wonk, it would just look a bit odd. But that's why I like the stones, because it just helps it balance. So there we are, that's the 3 that we are going to do today. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to find a place in my home to suspend these, and I'm going to do 3 different heights coming round, and it'll probably be up in my bathroom actually. I think might look quite nice. But yeah, so I'm going to go and get that rigged up, and then I will show you a video at the end. Right then, so I hope you enjoyed my project today. Hopefully that gave you a few different ideas of ways that you can display your plants. Thank you to the fantastic Air Plants UK Instagram account that allowed me to share a lot of their photos with you today. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already, and give me a big thumbs up. It really does help me keep going and keep pushing on with my videos. Thanks, bye!